Anshuman, welcome back. Long-awaited episode of Bhai Waugh. We have
I
been
know, man. Yeah, I think the last one we did was sometime in January or maybe late
no,
December.
it was I think last year. We did not have any. I mean, we did a LinkedIn live I think at the start of the year, but
Yeah,
no real Bhai Waugh episode.
yeah,
But good occasion to start it. The Champions Trophy has started today,
yeah,
and the first game is going on right now between New Zealand and Pakistan.
yeah.
Two Centurions already in the New Zealand team today.
I know, this score, man, like 320 something, right?
20 fabulous innings from Glenn Phillips at the end.
Yeah.
But
He's insane.
yeah, but you know what? I was watching a little bit of the game in between work today.
Mm.
I realized I can't sit through 50 overs anymore.
Okay.
Man, it was painful to watch. Like I think I was watching it in the middle overs.
Yeah.
They were like scoring 4 runs and 5 runs, and I was like yawning already at that time. I was like, yeah.
It depends on your investment in the match also. No? Like, I feel like
I don't know. I'm more for tests and T20s these days. I think ODIs. I think I'm facing the same problem everyone's facing. It's an unnecessary format. I feel.
Yeah. No, I kind of took a break after the Australia series. Like I was in depression.
Oh,
So I kind of
why were you question? Because the series got over.
Yeah, series got over. Like the way India performed,
Yeah.
quite a few question marks there. So it was a little disappointing. So I
Correct.
kind of sleepwalked through through the England series. As
No, I
such.
didn't watch a single game in that English thing.
Good. Like we completely went over them like a road roller. So,
No,
like,
but that, I mean, it's not going to, I mean, it doesn't say much actually. The only question there was what was Rohit Sharma going to do, how would Virat do because they've been out of form.
yeah, and like England did us a huge favor. Like they brought in 4 quicks on placid Indian wickets.
Correct.
So everyone, managed to score runs, play themselves back into some sort of form.
Absolutely.
So like that's a positive for us going into the.
In fact, there was better cricket being played between Australia and Sri Lanka. They were quite interesting, the best.
Yeah, I know.
So, Sri Lanka's, I mean, they tried, of course, they did well. But,
Yeah.
Australia were too good, man, for them.
Yeah.
I thought we were much closer. I thought Sri Lanka would probably win the series, but
Yeah.
it turned out to be the other way.
Yeah.
There's an interesting thing I read in that series about Prabhat Jayasuriya.
Huh.
He's one of the few people to have got almost 80% of his wickets in one
It won?
ground. In a
One
single
round.
Yeah,
Okay.
in Gaul.
Okay. So are they renaming the stadium to Prabhat Jayasuriya
I
Stadium?
have a feeling he'll do it. He's got 110 wickets, I think, something like that, and about 85 of them have come at Gaul.
Okay.
So he's
Wow.
one of the top 3 players to have taken the most number of wickets at a single venue.
Okay. Like, that is insane, actually.
Yeah, insane. And though he tried his best in that test, but it was an interesting series overall.
Mhm.
Anyway, let's get to the moot point. Champions Trophy.
Mm.
Some would call it the unnecessary trophy, the unwanted trophy, unnecessary trophy. But it's still the best teams in the world.
Yeah.
And India plays all their matches in Dubai.
Yeah.
Definitely going to be the big one coming up with India and Pakistan.
Mm.
But we have what some could call the banana peel game tomorrow, the first game of the series, which is Bangladesh.
Yeah.
Though, I mean, on paper, of course, India is obviously going to be stronger than Bangladesh, no doubt about it. But you never know. Bangladesh did the same thing in 2007, right, during the World Cup. The first game India faced.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on the tournament itself and then tomorrow's game as well?
Okay. See, as far as the tournament is concerned, Champions Trophy is coming back after 2017. I think that's when the last.
Significantly long time.
And like we were discussing, it boils down to the quality of the game that's being played. So, sometimes I find T20 is absolutely stupid and boring. Like if you look at some of the IPL matches in which teams come and score 280, 290 runs, that is like absolutely stupid.
Yeah, true.
To be a fast bowler or to be a bowler on that kind of a wicket, you need to be absolute glutton for punishment. So one-sided on that side.
Correct.
Why I kind of like one day still is that it's played out over a slightly longer period of time. It's not a war like a test matches, but it's a battle.
Correct.
Whereas a T20, it's actually a skirmish.
Correct.
So,
Nicely put.
A lot more to be played out in ODIs. I'm a little flabbergasted by India's team selection.
Yeah, you are? I thought it was
Yeah.
decent and balanced team selection.
Uh,
What was your
let's
point of
see how it pans out.
points of contention?
Let's see how it pans out. See, we're going in without Bumrah.
No, Bumrah's playing. Bumrah's in the squad.
No, Bumrah's not playing.
No, he's in the squad. I've checked. He's in the squad. His name is penciled in the squad.
Okay, but then like he was. When did this happen? Because
I checked the squads on Cricinfo this morning, and his name is there in the squad. So it's basically Arshdeep, Bumrah, Shami, and who's that guy who took 3 wickets the other day? I forget his name. Arshit Rana, yes. And then there's Kuldeep Yadav, there's Varun Chakravarti, and then the all-rounders, so Jadeja, Pandya, Akshar Patel.
Okay, so Bumrah has made a last-minute recovery.
So the thing is, they've added him to the squad.
Yeah.
I don't know how his injury is at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm assuming because they have Shami, and Shami is definitely going to play.
Yeah.
They have Arshdeep, so they already got 2 good pace bowlers.
Yeah.
Right, and you'll have probably either Washington Sundar or Jadeja in the middle order for as an all-rounder. So I have a feeling they'll go with Kuldeep, they'll go with Akshar Patel, they'll go with even if Bumrah doesn't play, they have enough bowling strength.
No, that they do, but then like like you've said quite a few things. So like let's kind of break this down.
Yeah.
Let's look at the fast bowling department.
Yeah.
As such. Let's go by Bumrah not being 100% and not.
Yeah, let's assume that he is not fit at least for the first few games.
Yeah. So like we're out of our we don't have a lesson.
Yeah.
Now Shami played against England and like he got whacked, and it didn't seem as though like he had the nip that he normally does. Now of course like the wickets were like that. Dubai might be different. You don't really know.
So Dubai, it's a new pitch, by the way. They've added new pitches, so it's not going to be the typical Dubai pitch. We don't know how it's going to play out.
It's the same pitches on which the T20 league.
Yeah, correct. But they freshened up after that, so it's going to play. And the weather is slightly warmer right now. No, it's not cold, so it might be interesting to see how they play.
Yeah. The reason why I said I'm flabbergasted is that I don't understand why Siraj was dropped.
Yeah, that I agree. That I totally agree.
If you look at his form since 2022, he's been our best bowler in ODIs.
Correct.
Now, Rohit Sharma came and made a statement that Siraj is only a new ball bowler and he's not able to bowl in the middle overs and death overs.
Correct.
The numbers seem to suggest otherwise. Okay, he does flag off in the middle overs.
Right.
But that's like he's been okay.
Also, I think you don't need to. It doesn't need to follow the standard 5 bowlers, 10 overs each, right? You've got a couple of all-rounders there.
Yeah.
They've got an Akshar Patel and a Jadeja who will play.
Yeah.
So they didn't need to bowl him for 10 overs. They could have given him short, sharp spells of maybe 3 overs or 4 overs each and finish it off. Right?
Exactly. So like when your pace bowling department is suspect, you're choosing not to go with your best bowler. Wondering what the thinking there was. Arshdeep is a smart bowler. He's proven that time and again his form in the T20s particularly.
Yeah.
That's very encouraging. Harshit went for runs against England.
Correct.
So probably like Gautam Gambhir and his capacity as coach for KKR might have seen something in him.
Possibly.
And that's why he's been being backed.
Yeah.
But him coming in at expense of Siraj, I can't quite understand.
Yeah. Interesting factoid on Harshit Rana, since we're on him. He's the only bowler in the world to have taken 3 wickets in ODIs, Tests, and T20s first innings. His first innings is on his debut.
Okay.
Exactly.
I think I saw the ones against England in the ODI.
Yeah.
And like a few of them were gifts from the batsman.
Yeah.
But anyway, factoids.
Yeah. The way I look at the team composition right now, I don't think he makes it to the starting 11 anyway. So.
See, I think we'll end up we'll play 3 pace bowlers and we'll play 3 spinners.
Yeah.
Now, 3 pace bowlers would include
Shami,
Rana / Harshdeep, and Hardik Pandya.
Yeah, correct. One all-rounder being there. And I think in the 3 spinners, it's going to be Jadeja, maybe Kuldeep, or Washington Sundar, if they want batting.
Jadeja, or Akshar, like Akshar did very well with the bat.
Correct. Or they might play Jadeja, Akshar, and possibly Varun Chakravarti because he's been in good form.
Yeah. Chakravarti and going by the kind of surface Dubai usually has, he might be a good contender.
I think he should play. In my book, he should play tomorrow because he's a canny bowler. And I see place for him in the side, at least in the initial games.
Yeah. The other thing, kind of, my other concern with the selection was they benched Jaiswal.
Again, he's not. Is he benched in the sense? Is he not in the squad?
He's not in the squad at all.
Okay, I didn't know this. Okay, I didn't know that update.
Okay, the wrong thing. Wrong to say they benched him because he won't be on the bench. He's not part of the team.
He won't even be on the bench. Yeah, correct.
And there would have been no harm in playing that.
But again, that's a top-heavy side, right? You got Sharma, you got Shubman Gill, you got Virat, you got Shreyas Iyer, you got KL Rahul, Pant. So I don't know how he would have fit into that squad unless you get rid of maybe a KL Rahul and say Pant you keep, or don't play Shreyas Iyer, which I don't think they will.
No, Iyer was in form against England, so he comes in.
Right.
But Jaiswal is a guy who's performed in all formats. More than anything else, he shows a lot of hunger and a lot of intent.
Right. No, but Jaiswal is he's naturally going to be the next 8-10 years for Indian cricket, right? And he pretty much in all formats.
But Shanti, this is where I find it strange. At the end of the day, emotions do come into play. What would be going through Jaiswal's mind?
Correct. Correct.
He did everything right. In Australia also, he was the best batter.
Yeah, true.
And he was scoring runs at a good clip. He was showing form. So what was the need to,
I don't think, honestly, even if they had taken him there, I think he would have been a passenger for the tour, my feeling. And the reason is because I don't see Kohli or Sharma not playing all the games.
No,
right? This is a sort of swan song for them, almost, because they decide to play the next World Cup, which looks unlikely. But they needed the two of them to play. So once the two of them are playing, then you have to play Gill, you have to play, you can't tick around with that side of the batting. But I agree, he should have at least gone on tour. I'm shocked that they actually left him out.
Yeah. He would have definitely added to the strength of the team, in my opinion, and he's undoubtedly our best batsman at this point of time.
Yeah, I agree. I have no disagreement with that.
So, you need to blood him further. If you're saying that, he's going to be a mainstay for the next 8-10 years,
right.
Maybe even.
Okay, there's a slight update on Shuman. Apparently, he's injured.
No, he got injured now.
Okay.
He was supposed to play.
Okay.
So that was not a reason why he was dropped.
Okay. Yeah, he was. I think they took Varun Chakravarti in and they dropped him out, right? They replaced the batsman with the bowler.
Varun Chakravarti.
Correct.
He got injured before the Ranji match.
Semi-final, before the semi-final. Correct. Yeah.
So that's that. Jaiswal, Siraj, this is strange. Taking how many spinners is it? We got 5 spinners or 6 spinners?
Washington Sundar, you got Akshar Patel, you got Kuldeep Yadav, you got Varun Chakravarti and Jadeja. 5 spinners.
Oh, 5 spinners in a squad of 16.
The squad of 16. Yeah.
Okay.
So one of the squad is spin.
Yeah, so Jadeja, Akshar and
Washington Sundar. So 3 all-rounders.
They play as bowling all-rounders.
Right. Plus Pandya as another bowling all-rounder. So.
No, great. So let's look at spinners only. 5 spinners in the squad.
Yeah.
So do we know something about? Would we be playing 3 spinners every match? No.
No, I doubt it. I really doubt they'll be playing 3 spinners unless Jadeja plays as a pure batsman and bowls.
Yeah. No, that would be the case because
See, the thing is, I think Akshar and Jadeja will play pretty much the first 3 games, right? Because they're good enough to bat. Jadeja has played well. Akshar has had a fabulous last 1 year whenever he's got the opportunity.
Yeah.
I don't see the 2 of them not playing. The third spinner, at the moment, it looks like Varun Chakravarti will get the nod. He might read the pitch, and if it's a pitch that has a little bounce in it, he's ideal for it.
Yeah.
because he has that in between length, right?
Yeah.
If it's a non-turning track, I don't think they'll play him. They might play Harshit Rana there as the additional
Yeah.
bowler. Go with
Yeah.
three paces and two spinners.
Yeah.
But then what happens to somebody like Washington Sundar? Why is he even on the tour, right? I mean,
It's it.
so yeah, a lot of these. Yeah, you're right. I mean, now that you said, I didn't think of it this way. You're right. I mean, there are certain question marks on this selection.
So that's as far as India is concerned. So who's in our group? We've got Pakistan, New Zealand, and Bangladesh.
Yes, Pakistan, New Zealand, Bangladesh. Correct.
Like New Zealand, Bangladesh. I'm not really sure.
Bangladesh is quite an interest. I'm saying Bangladesh has had a terrible last year. I mean, there's no doubt about it. In terms of the kind of they obviously Tamim Iqbal is gone, Shakib is gone. They've lost two of their big players. But they have a couple of interesting fast bowlers. There's a guy called Tanzim who's quite interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the other real tearaway quick guy, don't get his name now, but they look like more a bowling side than a batting side. I think apart from like Najmul Shanto, a couple of good big hitters with the ball, but they're not a settled side. I mean, there's no Mahmudullah anymore. So they don't have that lower order. They have Fikur and Mahmudullah. They would always have that backup at the middle.
Yeah.
On paper, they don't look a side that will threaten India for sure. I think India's batting is far too strong for them, their bowlers, to overcome this. They've not got a good spin attack this time, which is odd. And Bangladesh always had that one spinner like a Taijul Islam or somebody who would, if not take wickets, at least block, 10 overs for 40, 10 overs for 45.
Yeah.
Which in today's statistics is a damn good spell. Right?
True.
Considering 60 as an average you give in a one day.
Yeah.
But I don't see them particularly threatening. I don't see them being much of an issue unless India decides to commit a harakiri for whatever reason. It looks like a good match to sort of get warmed up to the conditions, the pitches, bigger games that are on, especially the main derby game with Pakistan.
Yeah.
My only thing here is that there are not too many matches. Right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be a very quick. You don't have much time. It's exactly like the 2007 World Cup. You had only 4 teams per group. You had 3 games, and fell at the first game, and against a lower opponent, you had very little chances of coming back in the tournament. So the worry is exactly that. If India slip tomorrow, they're going to be in trouble because New Zealand looks like they're going to win this game at present, at least as we speak. Which means if New Zealand wins this, and if India say for whatever reason drop it tomorrow, they will have to win 2 must-win games, right? And it's not going to be easy with Pakistan and New Zealand either. But yeah, still good money's on India, as they say.
Yeah, absolutely. And like we've not done too badly in Dubai. Like we got ODI there for some time actually. I think the last was in 2018.
Correct. I think what's going to happen is because India's played a lot in Dubai with the IPL, we have that advantage over other teams because a lot of teams haven't played in Pakistan, right?
Yeah.
None of the other major teams. I mean, Australia's gone for a couple of tests there. England's gone, but it's unpredictable what Pakistan is going to throw up. And of course, Pakistani pitches are no longer bowling pitches. They've become dust bowls, right? So it's odd because I read an article. I think it was Andrew Fernando who wrote about how the deterioration of the pitches actually deteriorated Pakistan's fast bowling stocks.
Yeah, actually, interesting story. I think Pakistan took a leaf out of India's playbook there. Like if you're the series against New Zealand, we also played spin-friendly cricket worked against us.
Correct.
Like suddenly, the innocuous New Zealand bowlers were turning square.
There's this theory now. Almost everyone, except maybe in Australia, seems to be playing better away than at home.
Yeah.
England, India's actually deteriorated at home last year, but playing much better as tourists.
Yeah.
Even West Indies is better as a tourist. Sri Lanka is better as a tourist. So generally, I think there's a little more balance away from the home. I don't think you have that home advantage anymore. In any case, this is not about home advantage because it's most of the games are in Pakistan except the ones in Dubai.
Yeah.
So it's fairly neutral for all teams.
Yeah.
In that sense. So and again, Dubai, the advantage for a team like India is you'll have a lot of public support. So the ground support is going to be there.
Likewise for Pakistan also.
Yeah, but you know the percentages generally, right? It's generally going to be obviously more blue than green here, but
Yeah.
it's an interesting tournament. I don't know where. No, it doesn't look like there are any favorites. Australia's actually quite depleted in terms of stocks.
There is, but like this is the time when like the new chaps come in and like show their mettle.
Correct.
But like
But
no
any,
back. Sorry.
no Pat Cummins, no
No.
Mitchell Starc.
Yeah, no,
Right?
Mr. Stark.
So,
Actually, is there any news on why he bowed out?
no, it's been a little hush hush.
Yeah.
He said he won't be available to play.
Yeah, personal
Uh,
reasons. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's some people are saying it's a rift, some people are saying it's a health issue. We don't know. But yeah, it's interesting. And no, Stoinis pulled out last minute.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, like I saw Hazelwood, but Hazelwood
Yeah.
was also doubtful. Yeah.
right. So I think the stronger teams at the moment in the tournament are definitely four, which is India, Pakistan, England. And I'll add New Zealand to this because I think they're a good side. They're going to be an underrated side, but a side to watch out. They've got some very good, interesting players there. Yeah, but I don't think Australia's favorite at the moment because of what's happened.
Yeah.
But it's an open tournament, and at the end of the day, the structure of the tournament is such that and it's not going to change. So T20 changes rapidly, right? 50, I think, like you said, there's still that time to simmer and figure out a strategy.
True.
You can always play the last 20 overs like a 2020 and then
Exactly.
keep the 30 overs to build up. But again, I think this is more a chasing tournament, in my opinion, than a batting first winning tournament. Because 50 overs, I think, gives a chasing team a lot more options today to plan because of the way people have been going in 2020, right?
True.
Interesting. It's going to be an interesting tournament. I'm obviously going to watch most of the games
Yeah.
whenever live. What about the big one? I mean, we can just quickly turn to India Pakistan. What are your thoughts there? Are you going to watch the game live?
No, man, tickets are impossible to get. So,
Impossible to get. I think they were impossible from second one of the tickets being out anyway.
no, exactly. And like the way
Even media tickets have been impossible to find.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to score one, but I think the Dubai Stadium has got a capacity for 70 or 75 media, and number of applications exceeded 1,000.
Yeah, somebody in Pakistan sold their own corporate box, no? Some higher up. I was reading the news. So, पैसे बनाने का धंधा अच्छा है.
सही में, सही में.
But I think that's going to be a great game. I mean, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
All the India-Pakistan games at Dubai have been underwhelming so far.
Yeah.
I watched them live, and both of them were very hyped, and both of them were very one-sided. So, okay, let's see. It's going to be 50 overs. That was 2020. So let's see how.
Actually, like, what was the last India-Pakistan match? I think it was a T20.
Yeah, it was a T20.
Pakistan won.
Yeah. There was one where, if you remember, Rizwan and Babar scored 150 between them, and
Exactly. Yeah.
I saw another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was more India. It was more one-sided for India, right?
Yeah, there was another match which happened after that, which also we lost. Hell, who was it?
You realize the weirdness in this, right? You remember all the games from the 80s.
Yeah.
But you can't remember what happened yesterday, right? So
I know.
the saturation of cricket, right? I mean, it's like I honestly sometimes struggle to remember last year क्या हुआ.
Yeah, no, same.
But yeah, Qasim Omar, Kapil Dev ने उसको बोल के Yorker अभी भी याद है.
I know.
That's the strange part about memories. But yeah, it'll be interesting. Let's see how it goes. We'll obviously do a show of every of India's games, and whenever we reach the sort of knockout stages, the semis and the finals, we'll be online. Bhai Waugh. Guys, we are going to do more episodes apart from Champions Trophy, so please watch us and subscribe. And Anshuman, you can now give us your Vishesh Tippani for culminating this episode.
विशेष टिप्पणी क्या है यार, जो बात करनी थी हो गया actually. Like looking forward to India Pakistan to start off with. Like it's going to be a good contest for obvious reasons. As such, like a lot at stake for Pakistan, but just as much at stake for India.
Very nice.
Like let's put this into perspective. Like we've lost one Test series to New Zealand, we lost to Australia. Did okay against England, but we do need to come and make a point.
Fantastic.
So
interesting. Just one interesting trivia question to finish with, right? So one of the few photographs of this individual was shot in 1954 when he was in Mumbai in a school, and there's a cricket trophy in front of him. Okay, this individual subsequently went to the UK. He was not born in India. He lived in India, then went to Africa, and then to the UK. But one of his few childhood photographs has him sitting with a cricket trophy. And the reason I'm asking this also is because we're going to do something with him at the start of our show. So I think that's a big hint.
We are the champions. Mr. Master Balsara.
Yes, Master Balsara, Ferdun Balsara, whatever his name was. But he was actually one of his first photographs with the cricket. We'll put that photograph up on this episode as well.
Super.
Yeah, so let's see who the champions are. We look forward to the second episode. Thanks, Anshuman. Thank you for your time today. I'll put the video out very quickly.
Super.
Cheers.
Adios.